Okay, doodling on cardstock with bleach and water. I've been doing this now for a little while. I'm taping each section separately so that you can watch as you go. You don't need to have an hour-long thing on how I'm doing this. I like to doodles and tangle, whatever the heck you want to call it. I've been doing it since high school. Remember those books that you used to have to cover for your classes and you used to use brown paper? And then you'd start doodling one thing and you'd go around it and stuff like that. So I'm just going to doodle and you guys are going to watch me. So I've sort of made sections. Let's see. I am going to do, let's find a good square one. Let's do this one. Okay, this one is one of my favorite doodles. It's like you're making squares within squares within squares. Take it, so you start at the point and go out, so then you're going to start at this point and bring it. Start at that point and bring it. Start at that point and bring it. And you're just going to keep making the design. And once again, this is bleach and a pen and water, and it's certainly not a perfect medium. It's certainly just going to be come out as you work it. So it ends up looking like it goes down into the center. When you do this with, paper and pencil, it doesn't look quite as messy as this. And you can see that I went over, and that's just because I'm doing it as a brush. So one of my favorite ones too is, I'm going to use, this is my point, is you come down to the point, then you make the V to the point, and then you go over to that one, and you just start making it connect to the lines. And that's almost like that one, but it's in a V. Let's see. I like these swoopy things right here. And they come down and you put a little blop on it. And I like them because you can make them any way you want. They can come up and go like that. There could be a little one right there. I do this as a filler a lot because you can make it, you can fill it up quite a bit with what it is. And what I usually do is I usually put little tiny dots around what I call buds, because I don't know what they are. And obviously we can do them, but they're not going to be as tiny as I normally would do it. So there's another one. Let's see, what can I do in this triangle? Okay, I'm going to make a swoop there, and then I'm going to swoop, and a swoop there, and swoop, and then I'm going to make that, and now you're going to have to add an extra swoop on the sides. So you start from the middle and go to the middle. And those are just little bumps. Now you can add in an extra line so that they're doubled. And then it sort of looks like fish scales. So they use a lot of grid patterns, and this is a good big one that we can use a grid pattern. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a swoop on each left and right side, or east and west side, whichever you want to say, of each one of these crosses. Now you would have one there, and And you would have one there, 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 and you would have one there. And I think I got them all. Yep, I did. Okay. And next, you're going to go above where you've crossed those and do the north-south. So it's got to go above it. And you can start and end on your little crosses there, because that's going to help you direct them to the above and below. Let's see, this one would be this way. I had to think. In this way. And there wouldn't be any coming this way yet. Ooh, look, I had done that one wrong. So this should be here, and that should be there. And that would be there, and that would be there, and that would be there. And there would be ones around. So then you're going to go back to east-west. And you have to make sure you get them before the... So that one's going to go like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Need one there. And by this time we would have one there. So that's giving us all of these little sort of... I don't know what you would call them. These little things. So I am just going to go and put dots in the center of that as a really basic design. So it's almost like a something you would shoot, like, or a ring or stuff like that. So that's one. And then you can, like for instance, between these you can put lines. So it shows something different. It gives it a little bit more design. Okay. Next spot. I am going to do these big, huge swooshes because I have a nice brush here that can flatten out and give you all different kinds of thins and thicks. And this is like woven fabric, and I want really thin ones. And then you gotta get some thin ones in between the thick ones. Okay, woven fabric, fun, fun, fun. Let's see. I do not want that to go anymore, so I'm gonna try to stop it like that. And it's probably just gonna mess everything up, but that's okay, we're just playing. So I sort of like what's going on here. So I'm just gonna make swipes this way. And then I'm gonna turn my page and make swipes this way. And what I'm doing is I'm pressing down hard and then lifting up as I'm going. So that's what makes the little ends on it. It's almost like if anybody ever did any one-stroke painting, that's where you learned how to do a lot of your painting strokes. Okay, so now here I'm gonna go. I always think of this as like a big, huge monster with big, huge teeth, like a Venus flytrap. And then I'm just gonna fill in with swipes there. Oh my goodness, we have so many left to do. I am going to do the swirl pattern that I did before, but I am going to lift it and make thin and big ones here so that it looks like I'm going to try to help some of this bleach that's over here go other places. Because I don't want it to smush, to pool there. So I'm just picking it up from that and pulling it over to other places, which is fine. Remember, we're just playing. Okay, there's a pretty little flower. What else are we gonna doodle? Oh no, I'm getting low. Let's see. Well, we all love our leaves. So I'm gonna make a vine here. And I'm gonna pull some leaves. And they're just like figure eights, but elongated. And then I'm going to come around them like this and make a halo around them. I think that's what they say, a halo effect. So it looks like it's sort of popping out. And I'm going to go around these. And I'm getting low. Our little halos around that leaf. Okay. We have this V here. Have I done? Yeah, I did that one. I did not come with ideas for this. As you can see, I'm just playing and working on what I have. And I really have no idea what I'm doing here. But I figured just making different designs. Okay. Ooh, I know what I can do here. Because this is, yeah, this is a good one. So I'm going to start by making a round. And I'm going to make little spokes to it. And put little flowers on each top of the spokes. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to make cute little pulls from each of that. And then I'm going to try to get some more water in this, or bleach water in this. And then I'm going to do a little doodly do there. And then I'm going to put polka dots. Love me polka dots. And then I'm going to put triangles. And when you get to that edge, you know, just keep pulling them through the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to make, up here, I'm going to take it from here and I'm going to make almost like what a spade would look like, or a leaf. And I'm just going to pull it a couple times. And I'm going to put dots in that one, and I'm going to pull straight things in this one. And that's almost like a half mandala. And this is the last one. This is, let's pull this one in half. And let's take it like this, almost like you're doing a tree, and pull it right to the edges. Like that. Now, let's do things in each one of these. Okay, so we got lines down, one on each side. And once again, I'm starting to lose my, not have as much. Let's do some dots in this one. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a different design on each side, but they're not lining up. Why do I do that? Because it's different, and that's the way I like it. Let's see. Let's do little waves in this one. And let's do little waves in this one. Okay. Let's do little flowers. I mean little dots. Well, we already have dots. Let's see. This is almost like every other one. We're pulling a hair down. Let's see, that, and then 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 that, and that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to fill this one in. And I'm going to fill this one in. Okay, now I have 2 of each. And 2 of them are right beside each other, so we've got to do 2 different things on that. I'm going to pull a little, I made a wiggly line and I'm just pulling what I'm calling little leaves from it. And a wiggly line and pull leaves. Okay. And this one I'm just going to do diagonal lines. I know we already did up and down lines, but diagonals are good. We used to have a cat whose middle name was Diagonal. Winston Diagonal. Okay, so there we go. There's some doodling on with bleach and water on cardstock. Once again, this is Dawn Marie with Created DME Designs. I hope you had a nice day and enjoyed this. Bye.